Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right, last question before I stop interrupting your day. I drive in absolute silence, no radio, and people say, you're in radio, why don't you listen to the radio? And the only way I can explain it is people who work at Disney World probably don't like to go to amusement parks in their spare time. Do you ever do any kind of performing when you're not like karaoke or stand-up comedy or anything like that? Basically, do you ever do any kind of performing just for fun in front of a large crowd, or not at all?
No, absolutely not. I do not perform in front of a crowd outside of my profession. I also let it be known I'm not like a ham like that. I don't live to be in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
And I never was that way. I will say, conversely, I do like going to shows.
Sure.
So I'm very down, like the culture of live music and being at shows, that is something I do. Like, I'll get off tour and the day after I will go to a show in LA. I love being in the audience and I love being a part of the event. But when I say you could not pay me, that's a lie, because people do pay me to do it. But when I'm not being paid,
yeah.
I don't think anyone needs to hear more of me or see more of me.
Yeah, and getting back to live music, that is kind of weird, because there have been plenty of bands that I've done stage announcements for before when I was on the air, and there's plenty of bands that I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But then I stick around for the show, and I'm like, this is amazing. And it's so different, because when you hear a song on the radio and you're like, it's all right, and then you go see it live, it's completely different, even though it's the same song.
Absolutely, and you're also adding the element of surprise and spontaneity. I mean, the thing that's, to me, always exciting about live music is that, obviously, there are certain things that are structured, especially because a lot of shows have elements of, computers are running things and there are tracks happening, et cetera. And like the drummer has a click track, right? So ostensibly they will not just go into a totally different time signature, but things go wrong. People say weird things. Like, I've personally forgotten the lyrics to my own song on stage. People fall, the crowd can be antagonistic. The crowd can be wildly supportive. There is that element of like, what's going to happen? And that also, to me, just like, it's very electric, and it adds a different element to hearing a song. It adds context, I guess.
All right, k.flay. Well, like I said, I'm not going to take up any more time in your day. I appreciate you checking in with us. New album, Mono, is coming out in September?
Yes, September 15th.
Yes, September. Okay. k.flay, thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. You're super cool, and I hope that you make your way out this way at some point so I can check you out. I'm talking Rochester.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Zach. I appreciate it, and welcome back.
Thank you. Good night.